Right, I'm going to do this one. Okay, so we've got our red Zerg. He needs a win to stay alive. He is.
I am LosirA.
I'm LosirA. Let's see how he looks. He looks intense. Looks like he's concentrating really hard, and he should be. The tournament is on the line. In the meantime, we have our blue Zerg, surprising himself perhaps even, coming back to possibly win this. It is
OGS SuperNova.
OGS SuperNova. There he is, looking very confident now, but at the same time, very intent. SCV moving out to do a little bit of scouting.
Okay, so for you guys who are not familiar with the GSL maps, because it just got out on the ladder at the moment, I think. Blizzard actually added 3 GSL maps to the ladder. Terminus has 16 bases, there is no gold. The only entry to your main is actually right through your Natra, and your second expansion is only accessible through your Natra as well. I mean, that is of course, I'm talking about land army and not on air by itself. But it looks like SuperNova wants to go for the fast expansion because he is building 2 Rexes right at the front of his base.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious to see how much pressure he's going to put on LosirA with that. It's obviously a really, really long way to go on this map to do damage, but he still sort of can. I mean, I believe we even saw Nada try bunker pressure against July on this map as well, so some players do give it a shot. I don't know if it's really the best move to do per se, but we'll have to see if we can make it, or if he can make it work, that is.
Both going for the scout right now, but what do you think? I think SuperNova will try to expand.
Yeah, I think SuperNova is going to try to stay very safe, first of all, but then at the same time, probably want to take a pretty quick third. This map really, really suits LosirA's style, I would say, over SuperNova's.
The thing is, he can actually afford to be aggressive in this round because he's one point ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, he can't afford to be really dangerous at all in his play. The natural is going up for LosirA.
See, the telling sign of him either going for a bunker rush or for a fast expansion is that he has no gas. So LosirA isn't going to get a roach warren this time.
Yeah, and it looks like it will be some bunker pressure. We do actually see SuperNova starting a bunker right now. And a good response by LosirA, sending enough drones to take out that SCV right away. And actually LosirA losing a little bit of mining time, but you really need to respond that way in order to hold off his bunker pressure, although there are 2 Marines out right now, 3 Marines that is, going after that Spine Crawler.
The Spine Crawler actually
is he gonna get it? LosirA needs that Spine Crawler. Nice micro there by SuperNova. The bunker is still building, and that's a lot of Marines. I think LosirA's gonna lose all these drones.
He has a couple of Zerglings out of the few. At the moment, managed to catch about 4 of the Marines at the back. Drones are actually, the Zerglings are actually picking at the finished bunker right now because there are no Marines there. All he has to do is to prevent Marines from getting in, but he already has a Spine Crawler at the same time.
Yeah, he's got a Spine Crawler which can outrange Marines in the bunker, so he's in good shape either way, and SuperNova does know that. I wouldn't be surprised at all to see him just kind of salvage that and pull back a little bit, because I don't think he's going to be able to really cause too much damage with that bunker. He may just sort of keep it to keep sort of an eye on things. Yeah, just leaving 1 Marine in that bunker just to sort of see how LosirA responds. Now, we also do notice SuperNova putting up a pretty quick 3rd command center. If he can get ahead economically, that's going to be huge.
Well, it's a lot due to the early aggression that SuperNova has put on LosirA. LosirA not being too worried. Takes on the bunker that was at the front of his base. Hasn't gone for the 3rd expansion yet, but he can actually try, 2nd expansion yet, but he can actually try to scout this early aggression from SuperNova. Maybe he can try to catch SuperNova out of position or out of timing and go for, an early Baning Speedling build. But if he does allow to SuperNova to expand this way, he's going to be behind because as a Zerg player, you always want to be 1 up.
Yeah, you really need to be as a Zerg player against a turn. You need to have that extra base. You need to be able to remax when we get into kind of the late game. Now, LosirA is very good at doing that. And SuperNova is giving him the time to. But at the same time, we can see that SuperNova's a little bit worried about some sort of Baneling bust too. He was putting up a bunker behind his barracks. But there is the 3rd base now. Just starting. We'll get a shot of it in a second here for I'm LosirA.
Well, this for this
Bit of a
match.
lull.
Very common to see a massive mech army coming from the Terran player, or just Marine Siege.
Well, I really think that's what he should do. I think he should get Thor's a lot sooner than he has been. Thor's Blue Flame Hellion Siege
because you
tank.
did see like how effective Mutas are from LosirA. The way he uses his Mutas.
Yeah, well, if you think about those earlier games too, all the hurt that those Mutalisks put on, and LosirA sees the third, poking in with an Overlord for just a moment, pulling away, nice job there. But yeah, like we were talking about, just kind of parking a Thor at your main really takes away a lot of the Zerg's ability to do a lot of harassment with those Mutalisks. You know, combine that with a couple turrets and you're pretty safe. And we do see he is going to be going into mech play, getting 3 factories right now, which excites me. I go mech in my TVZs now, which I actually never did before I came to Korea.
Which I crush you.
Yeah, whatever.
The moment you go, mech play.
Well, we'll have to see if LosirA can crush OGS SuperNova. He's on 3 bases now. His third is just now starting to mine.
I'm not sure Blue Flame Hellions is actually the best you can go in this matchup, but we'll see very soon from SuperNova. The thing is, the entry point to all these places are through your natural, you know, so LosirA can easily counter the Blue Flame Hellions that are coming in. He's going ahead to get a lair right now, which is a good timing for it, and he's getting Roach Den as well because he's expecting the Hellions to come in. I think I can kind of say that both of them are playing pretty standard at the moment.
Yeah, they are, and both players. I mean, on the one hand, you have OGS SuperNova who wants to get the win, wants to win Code A, and you've got LosirA who doesn't want to lose. On the other hand, so that's going to cause players to play very standard and very safe in most cases. Now, here comes a bit of a push though from OGS SuperNova. He's got Blue Flame. It's going to be finished by the time he gets to the base, so nice timing with
plus Marines.
The Blue Flame, plus some Marines, right? The Marines do not have stim quite yet, but here come the Hellions. Spinecrawler and Queen in a pretty good position there. It's a big moment. Let's see what happens. And the Hellions
has to be careful not to lose this push because we see SuperNova often losing his first push, but there are Roaches out of the field at the moment. They are focusing on the Spinecrawler, but that does not matter because Queens and Roaches are denying SuperNova from coming to the base. SuperNova not doing the right choice at the moment, and I don't think LosirA should actually move his Roaches up. That is kind of too aggressive because you do see SuperNova taking the chance.
You're absolutely right, Kelly. That's why you don't want to move the Roaches out. He is actually very lucky that those Hellions didn't just run past into his base. LosirA, though, does have very good positioning. The Spinecrawler, the Roach Warren, the Queen, all in a great position to kind of prevent those Hellions from getting in quite as much. But he will be doing a little bit of a counterattack with those Roaches right now. Starting to get his
not gonna do much though because of
I don't think so.
Because of the Rexes they are at the front of SuperNova's base.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm sure we're going for a Spire, which is great because 3 bases. You have to remember that 3 bases will also mean that it's going to be easier for the Mutas to harass, but hang on, because he actually loses an attack lab. There is researching steam at the moment, and there is a small hole over there, but that does not matter because SuperNova has a lot of siege tank at the back.
Yeah, he wasn't really able to poke in, but killing that command center while Stim was getting pretty close to being done was actually huge. That's going to slow down the push from SuperNova a lot, unless he wants to decide to push out without Stim, which is really a bad idea. Now, you can see it on the minimap right now. LosirA is actually getting a 4th base as well. And we're seeing SuperNova's vision there. He has not seen that there's an infestation pit, and I believe that there is actually Hive on the way. Yeah, Hive on the way right now from LosirA.
Wow.
I think he's going to be going for pretty quick. Is it going to be Broodlords?
I don't think it's going to be Broodlords, but
no.
It's a lot on upgrades as well because you do see +2 for his speedings is almost up. I think it would be pretty interesting to actually see Ultralisk.
Yeah, Ultras would actually be very good on this map as well.
Needs to move his Roaches back!
Here comes a push from SuperNova. What's going to happen? Sieging up. Taking out some creep tumors. Nice scan there. Banelings, whoa, almost getting caught there.
Look at the amount of Banelings there on the field at the moment. There is, what, 20 over 30 Banelings on the field?
20 on the field with more coming now. 34 Banelings, that is a ton.
We might actually see 50 Banelings on the field.
That would be awesome. 45, we're almost there.
Doing a countdown.
And let's get a shot of that there. 50, 61 Banelings.
Wow.
That is a lot of Banelings.
They can take down any army that SuperNova is sending out right now. Even though you're siege up, there's no stopping these Banelings.
That is the most Banelings I've ever seen in a GSL game since Season 1. Baneling speed just finishing. Here it comes. The tanks are no match for the Baneling. SuperNova getting crushed by the army of LosirA. I gotta say it, Kelly. Wow.
Plus he has Roach speed up, so Roach are actually going after the Marines right now. He can actually push in. He got that hive to get, actually you're right, he seems to be getting Brood Lords. And he's also getting +3, which was one of the main reasons why he went for hive. His army is moving, cutting off the reinforcements of SuperNova right now. And SuperNova is forced to pull back to his base.
SuperNova's in huge trouble right now. Those siege tanks, he's got one siege up. It's just not going to be enough, though. We may not even see it go into the late game right now. SuperNova still trying to push out with his units. I'm not sure if that's the best idea right now. As those roaches may even get in the base. SCV's trying to plug the hole, but they do not work as well as a building. Roach is getting in there.
SuperNova gonna fall to this aggression right now. Corruptors on the field. Very soon we're gonna see Broodlords coming out.
Broodlords, a brilliant move by LosirA, as he knows that OGS SuperNova does not have anything that would deal with that right now.
Well, he has Marines.
Well, Marines,
not
yeah,
though.
It's tough though. I mean, with Marines, the Broodlords start firing, the Broodlings take the damage from the siege tanks, and Marines get hit. I hate going against Broodlords in TVZ.
Right now, SuperNova is getting armory, but I don't think he's gonna be too happy when he sees a Broodlord because
might be a little bit too late.
Well, now he sees.
Nice scan there by SuperNova.
He sees the infestation pit, but that doesn't matter. He sees the greater spire, and he knows that Broodlords are incoming, but armory won't do much for him. And looking at the harvester's count,
91 probes, 93 probes to 63 for SuperNova. Army tab showing 166 over 121, make that 170. So LosirA really pulling into a commanding speed. He is getting the, what is it called? Adrenal glands upgrade for the Zerglings. Used to be able to get that really early. Now you have to wait all the way to Hive Tech. The good Fabled Crackling upgrade. He is getting melee attacks level 3 as well. Those Speedlings are going to be pretty scary when it comes down to the actual fight. Hellions.
A lot of Speedlings coming after you. If you're inside a Hellion, you do not.
He's in a heap of trouble.
You'll be like, I didn't sign up for this, man. Broodlord's coming in. Look at that. Broodlord's gonna go into the second expansion of SuperNova now, and LosirA at the moment is running on 4 bases against 3 bases of SuperNova.
And actually the starport for SuperNova only starting right now. So Vikings are not going to be out for a long time. Here comes the first Broodlord going to work at the 3rd base of SuperNova. And here comes some Marines to try to defend that. He can at least hold off the Broodlings. And actually the Broodlord needs to run away.
Broodlord's gonna be able to be in range. Look at that, the Marines actually getting into range. So many Speedlings on the field at the moment. He can actually put all of that to become Banelings and just go through the front door of SuperNova at the moment.
Yeah, could we see even more than, what was it, 62 Banelings I think it was? We actually might, wow. All right, let's see some more Banelings.
We're gonna see it.
I'm a sucker for Banelings, I'm sorry.
What an exciting macro game from LosirA. Looks like whatever the coach whispered into his ear.
I think he just whispered, make Banelings, make more Banelings than anyone's ever made.
I think that's what happened. I completely agree with you. Because it looks like that's what LosirA is doing at the moment, and he's showing why he deserves a spot in Code S.
He certainly does. Here comes a big push. This may be the final push from OGS SuperNova. He's got some Thors now. And Thors can actually do, I mean, not, okay. I was going to say Thors can actually do okay against Broodlords if you have like Blue Flame Hellions to melt the Broodlings. In most cases, that doesn't work. It's pretty rare on occasion, so forget what I said.
In most cases,
it doesn't work.
Once you let a Zerg player get what, 7 or 8 Broodlords,
then you're in trouble.
Nothing can stop the Broodlords, man.
And here comes a lot of units from LosirA.
Oh, that's a trap!
There he goes. Moving those Broodlords out to draw the Marines, and it looks like the Banelings are going to go after all the tanks. Rushing through a lot of the tanks, but a lot of the Marines do survive. Nice split by SuperNova. Actually, a lot of Marines living there. And LosirA needing to pull back. One Broodlord goes down. Is he going to lose a few more? Looks like he certainly is. All the Broodlords going down. Only one left on the field right now for LosirA.
LosirA does not care. I mean, he has 5 bases. He can reproduce that at the snap of his fingers. Look at that. Here you go.
He can
reproducing
remax.
that. And the main point is he took down SuperNova's Mag Army.
Yeah,
Mag Army is extremely strong against Zerg, but it's very hard to reproduce. That's the bad thing. Mag Army is very strong, very hard to take down, but once you do, it's so hard to reproduce a full Mag Army again.
Takes a long time. And here comes some Marines though at one of the more hidden bases from LosirA. Marines getting cleaned up very, very quickly by those Speedlings. They are 3-3, and they do have the Adrenal Glands upgrade, so those Speedlings are just beasts right now.
on Speedlings.
Terrifying, and those upgrades do also affect Banelings as well, of course,
Yep.
in terms of actual damage.
You're absolutely
So,
right.
pretty terrifying army right now from LosirA. He knows it. And so what's going to happen?
What is going to happen is that these Banelings are coming in to take down their
Here we go.
army. And
LosirA.
there you go. You do see LosirA coming in and completely taking down anything that SuperNova had on the field. Having a look at the army tab, you see everything.
That is it.
Look at that. That's it. That's what happens.
That is it. 196. LosirA already maxed out again to under 100 supply for SuperNova. Vikings landing to try to do their part on the ground, but they're going to take off again. They don't want to have any part of this. Can't blame them.
Roger's moving in, taking down what's left of the army of SuperNova, and it looks like SuperNova does have to call this. He was behind for so long. Says GG.
Wow. Wow, here we go. I'm sorry, guys. I can't stop saying wow.
Wow. Are you guys
What's
drunk?
with that coach? See, LosirA looking at that coach like, what is in that? It makes me play like a baller.
If you guys are at home and actually playing the drinking game, I salute you, number 1. Number 2, if you're drunk, don't worry. Let me update you on the score. It's 3-3 on our GSL Code A finest.
Although
3-3.
we have to encourage drinking in moderation, of course. Don't overdo it,
No,
guys.
we don't have to.
Stay safe. Come on.
And we are going into the 7th map. It's going to be Crevasse.
That's right,
Back to the
Crevasse.
first map.
The circle is now complete.
It's now complete.
The circle is
I
now
think
complete.
a lot of nerds will love you.
Maybe. I don't know.
He's a closet nerd. Maybe not closet, but
Oh,
he's
I'm not a
big
closet nerd. I am way out there waving that nerd flag in the nerd parade. I'm happy about it. I even wore my glasses today. Let's cast some StarCraft. All right. So we're going to go to Crevasse again. Game 7, we have made it all the way. It is 3-3. This is the game that will decide the winner of Code A this season, the season of March in GSL. And it will also decide who goes on to pick who they're going to face in the up and down matches. This game is huge. This is easily the most important game that will be played in Code A this season.
I got nothing to say. I'm too excited. I need to save all my energy.
Calm down.
For standing on the chair later and waving and bobbing my head.
I can't calm down. I feel like an ultra nerd right now because I've been like drinking hot tea and my nose is running. Ew, that's gross.
You could actually see the wind in SuperNova's
Ew.
booth earlier. And
Yeah.
the coaches are pacing around the place, punching their arms. And
The coaches, oh man, they look really nervous.
the Win is a great coach. He's been at every single OGS and Team Liquid players match in
Yeah.
GSL so far. Every time I come, he's here. For
The Win's
Kodas
a
or
great
Code.
guy.
Great guy.
Yes.
Cool.
And the IM coach, I think I've seen him at every event too. So both of these coaches, extremely dedicated to their players. So proud of them for getting this far. But we're going to get this last
We're
game
gonna
started.
go.
Pretty soon it started. So within seconds,
The last game
we are going to see it. The
the last
final
game.
game.
of
final game.
GSL Code A. Let's do a high five.
High
Come
five. Oh, which?
on. Okay, let's
Oh,
do this.
all right.
Let's do this.
I'm so confused. The game's starting. Forget that. Sorry. Let's do it.